So I haven't normally posted one of these sorts of things to Twitter before. It's not really a post-run log per se. It's something about an epiphany. Anyone who knows me well will tell you that I'm rather prone to epiphanies. I have them like some people have breakfast cereal. But today, I was struck by one so hard that I feel a bit like I was sucked in the gut. It's so enormous that I had to immediately record this to get it down for myself, and basically because I wanted to share it with people. So, one of the things that I'm always talking about when I talk about the Tao, which I am known to talk about rather a lot, is how the Tao, mirrors behaviors found in nature. Like it's cyclical, the way the seasons are, and that it has complements, not opposites. Like when you're right in the middle of the winter, you're, 1 inch closer to the hottest day of the summer. The same thing for day and night, all those things, right? So, part of moving with Tao, which I guess would be the opposite of striving, is that the Tao is always moving, and it's unstoppable in that way. You can see this at work in your own life. We're born, and from the second that we are born, actually months before we are born, we begin growing, which is a form of moving, and we don't stop moving. Even after we die, our hair and our fingernails still grow for a while. You cannot stop entropy. The universe tends towards it. Any ordered system will ultimately move toward disarray, that sort of thing, right? So all that stuff is not even the epiphany. The epiphany, it's just so monumental, is that because things are always moving in your life, people are going to move in it and out of it, toward you and away from you. And that's natural and perfectly normal, which means that you'll be friends or lovers with someone for a while, maybe even for decades, but eventually you might move apart. There's a Lao Tzu quote that I really like that speaks to this, which is, if you do not change direction, you may wind up where you are heading. Just may, like there's no likely to it, or likely not to, just may. So what does that mean? It means that you can be incredibly close friends with someone for a really long time, and then not be. Or that someone that you utterly despised can come into your life and become your lover. Because people are mutable and circumstances are mutable, just like everything. And that when I realized that, it hit me right in the gut. And the reason that this is such a big deal for me is that, one of my not so secret secrets is that I really put a prize on stability in my life. All kinds of stability. Financial stability, emotional stability. I like the idea of making things that have some permanence to them and relying upon them. And the idea that things are impermanent is often very painful to me. What I've come to realize is that that's another form of striving for me. That's where that pain comes from. All there is change. Everyone and everything changes. It's yet why it's so important to pay attention to what you have. Even if what you have sucks, even if it's painful and awful and terrible and hideous, pay attention. Because it's going to change. Because everything changes. We grow, we live, we die. That's what we do. So if you get served a bad meal, make sure that you despise it well. And if you are in a happy circumstance, bite into that sucker and suck the joy out of it. because it's going away. And that's not like a bad thing, and it's not a good thing. It's just the thing that there's nothing but change. I guess that's all I've got. And I'm glad that you stood by me to listen to this, whoever you are on Twitter. And enjoy. Peace.